G'day everyone, got another Micro Slaughter community project map to take a look at today. This is map 7, Tarnished Luster by Pegleg. This was the last map from the WAD that didn't have a sub 5 minute max record on DSDA, and that was my goal when I started running it. This ended up being quite a difficult time to achieve, and when I got a 505 exit yesterday, I was pretty sick of the map and just decided to submit that to DSDA and be done with it. But after rewatching my demo, I had a couple of ideas about some pretty minor ammo usage and movement optimizations that I could incorporate into the route. So I decided to put a couple more attempts in today and was able to get this 456 out of it. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, hit the switch, and we got a few seconds to go ahead and pick up some resources. I like to align myself so that I'm right in between these two shotgunners and can just run straight through so they don't block me. Need to kill the zombie man that's up top and hopefully don't get blocked going up the lift, and push over the other side. I make sure that I grab a shotgun when I drop down for the first lift, just so that I don't auto switch when I'm clearing up these guys later, and then we just run away. If you clear that room normally, you only have access to a plasma and an SSG and a chain gun, so I just decide to leave and come back later. Open up this fight, one rocket to the imps, and run in to quickly grab the BFG. That BFG secret can be a little bit, like, you need to be quick to get in there. It will close off if you're not fast enough. So anyway, head back to the starting room now. Hopefully don't have too many Hell Knights there blocking the switch for the secret mega armor. Run back down and grab it. And then just clear off the rest of the zombie men. You are somewhat limited on cells in this map, so that was one of the things that I'd kind of worked on planning out, was exactly how many shots I was going to be using in each area to make sure that I had enough available to me for the cleanup later on. So just need to run and hit 4 switches in basically each corner of the room. You kind of want to avoid spending too many cells on the pinkies; they'll die to infighting. So any BFG shots you have to use to push through them is effectively wasted ammo. But it's just pretty RNG on their pathing. Sometimes they'll block you in, and you need to expend an extra shot. So we hit those 2 switches. That opens up this back area. Run through and quickly hit the switch. Grab the red key, and hopefully don't get blocked in by Hell Knights here, and thankfully I wasn't. And now with the red key, I can push into the final room and get that fight started. Now my plan here was to try and kill 2 of the arachnotrons in each corner as I was doing the first loop around the room. There's 4 total arachnotrons that spawn in each corner, but it can be a little bit awkward, especially when you face rocket yourself. I got stuck on the switch there, and that put me on such low health that I wasn't really able to comfortably stay in each corner. You've got a lot of projectiles flying at you from the Mancubi and the arachnotrons and the cacos, so I kind of had to adjust my plan on the fly here and only killed 1 in a few of the corners. But once I've hit all of those 3 switches in the slime, I can come back out to this room and start clearing up the rest of the stuff that's left alive in here. So hopefully mostly just cybers, but it depends on how quickly you go through the first room. That's part of the other reason why I like to stay in that final room for a little bit longer and try and kill 1 of the 2 of the arachnotrons in each corner. Is that just gives more time for the cyber demons to finish up the other stuff in this room. So now it's just a case of finishing up these cybers. The supercharge, you kind of just need to pick an opportune moment to grab it. You have no control over that lift, so just whenever you can grab it. Thankfully that timing worked out. Now it's just a case of killing most of the cacos that are at the door here. Once the numbers are cut down a bit and you start seeing Mancubus fireballs cutting through the crowd, it's time to jump back inside the room. And then it's just a case of going around to the corners and clearing up the guys that are left. I generally prefer using rockets here for these guys. With how much you need to be moving around to be dodging projectiles, it's difficult to get effective tracer damage from the BFG, and I find the BFG is just a bit better for clearing up the cacos in the middle. Once you've cut down the numbers, reasonably well, particularly the arachnotrons, you can use BFG to finish off the last few remaining window enemies, but I want to make sure that I've got enough BFG to comfortably clear out the cacos, because rocketing them down is going to be much slower than if I need to use rockets on the Manx. But yeah, just got a few more cacos left to go. And I think a couple of main buy as well. So try and get a couple of efficient BFG shots. I think one of those cacos finishes off that second mank, which is pretty lucky. Unfortunately, the window behind me, that's one of the ones where I wasn't able to clear out as many Arachnotrons early as I wanted to. So I have to spend a little bit more time on this one than I would have liked, which is a bit of a shame. But just got this last caco, and the exit is a little bit precise, but we get there. Alrighty, that's pretty much it. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time.